Today we're going to continue discussing the ease in greeting others the way the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us. And today we're going to speak about greeting the people of the book. In other words, greeting kafirs. How do we greet the kafirs? We already know that the way that we greet another Muslim is with assalamu alaikum, and we also know that the person that's in the most powerful position should be the one to initiate the greeting. Well, what about when dealing with the kafirs? This is what we're going to speak about today. First of all, guys, again, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent to be an example for us. He taught us how to be Muslim, how to practice our religion, and how to attain paradise. And it is from his guidance that he taught us that we should not be the ones to initiate the greeting to the kafirs. Again, we should not be the one to initiate the greeting to the kafirs. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not anticipate them in offering greetings of peace. And if you meet them in the road, force them to the narrowest part of it. Okay? Because again, you don't know what the kafirs have in store. We should always be on guard against them. We can't trust them. So you don't want to be the first to greet them. You know, you look to see what they gonna do first. Okay? Also, guys, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not anticipate the Jews and Christians in offering greetings of peace. And if you meet one of them, force them to the narrowest part. In other words, you know, don't let them bogart you. You have to be on guard against the kafir. We can't trust them. Don't let them bogart you, you know, and don't you be the one running up trying to kiss up to them. You be on your guard with them. And this is something that Muslims today need to really keep in heart and mind. Because so many Muslims today are living their lives trying to be accepted by the kafir. You want the kafirs to accept you. So you're running up to them, smiling and grinning in their faces, kissing up to them, greeting them, and giving them the way, letting them bogart you. This is not how we're supposed to be. And also, guys, as far as the greeting of assalamu alaikum, our greeting is only for Muslims. We do not give this greeting to kafirs. Because again, our greeting is a greeting of peace. It's a greeting, a dua, a supplication, asking Allah to bless each other and give peace to each other. And this is something for us. It's not to be shared with kafirs. So what do you do if the kafir comes to you and says, assalamu alaikum? This happens a lot. You're walking down the street and a kafir man or woman pass you, and out of respect for you, they say, assalamu alaikum, my sister. Well, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that whenever the kafirs give us the greeting of salam, we should respond by saying wa alaikum, which means and the same to you. And the same to you. And again, there's wisdom behind everything. We know that our greeting is unique to us. We would never give our greeting to a kafir, but you don't want to make anybody angry. A kafir may say, I said salam alaikum to you, and you stuck up, you won't respond to me. Oh, and the same to you. By saying and the same to you, you're responding to them. Everybody understand that? And this also answers the questions that many Muslims ask. What do you do? Like, for example, today is Christmas. You go out to the job, you go to the store, the kafirs say Merry Christmas to you. How do we respond? You say wa alaikum, which means and the same to you. What if they say Happy New Year? And the same to you. So our greeting, our response to the cat, this is why we do not initiate it. We do not initiate the greeting to them. But however they greet us, we respond by saying the same to you. Good morning, the same to you. Good afternoon, the same to you. Have a good day tomorrow. And you too. Merry Christmas, and the same to you. Happy New Year, and the same to you. Do fries go with that shake? Shake it, baby, shake it, and the same to you. You see that? And you're not making them angry. You're not bringing no attention to yourself or any of that. The wisdom that our prophet has taught us. And this happened during the time of the prophet. Once the prophet was walking with his wife, Aisha, and they passed by a Jew. And this Jew wished death upon the prophet. He said, may death come to you. And the prophet said, and the same to you. See that? He turned it right back around and threw it on him. The same to you. The same to you. So this is how we respond to the Kafirs, guys. However they greet us, we respond by saying, and the same to you. Everybody understand that? When I left work this morning, all my co-workers, Merry Christmas, Layla. Have a Merry Christmas, and the same to you. I put my hand up in the air, and the same to you. I kept saying, and the same to you as I walked. That's the way we respond to the Kafirs. You do not initiate the greeting to them. You wait for them to greet you first. And however they greet you, you respond with, and the same to you. And that brings us to another topic that I want to talk about briefly for today. What about asking permission to enter? This is a big thing too. Say, for example, you're going to visit someone. You see her card outside. You know that sister is home. You knock on the door, but she doesn't answer. So what do? Well, the Prophet ﷺ taught us that when you go to visit someone and you want to enter into their home, you should ask permission to enter 3 times. And if they don't answer, then you leave. So say, for example, I go to visit Sister Amina. I ring her doorbell 3 times, but she doesn't answer. Then I should leave. I shouldn't stand outside banging on her door, trying to force my way in, even though her car may be parked outside. Perhaps she's not answering the door because she's busy or she doesn't want to be bothered. So all we do is ask permission 3 times. After that, we leave. The Prophet ﷺ said seeking permission has only been made incumbent for the sake of protecting the eyes from seeing what they shouldn't see. Maybe Amina's taking a shower, or maybe she's spending time with her husband, so she doesn't want to be bothered. So if I ring the doorbell 3 times, she doesn't answer, I leave. I don't sit out there banging on her door. Does everybody understand that? And the Prophet taught us that we should never enter into a person's house. You don't just open the door and barge in. You knock 3 times, and that's it. Also, we have from the authentic hadiths, a man came to seek permission to visit the Prophet. He said, "O Prophet of Allah, may I enter?" And the Prophet said to a man, "Go out to the other man and teach him how to seek permission. And teach him to say, Assalamu alaikum, may I enter?" So again, remember the greeting of Assalamu alaikum is always for Muslims. So again, say you see me, it's in my room. I'm in my bedroom and you come upstairs, you say, Assalamu alaikum, Layla, can I enter your room? You don't just barge into my bedroom. You don't just barge into my office. I'm sitting in the office teaching on the website. You should say, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Layla, can I enter your room? You don't just barge in. And again, if you ask me 3 times and I don't answer, then that means you leave. You ask me 3 times, Sister Laila, can I enter? And I don't respond, then you leave. Also, guys, the Prophet ﷺ taught us that when you do ask permission to enter a room or enter a home, you should also let the people know who you are. You should not say, it's me. For example, once a man came and he knocked on the Prophet's door, and the Prophet said, who is it? And the man said, it's me. The Prophet said, me? Who is me? And then the man gave his name, and then the Prophet let him in. So again, you should never say, it's me. Give your name. You knock at my door and I say, who is it? Don't say me. You say, it's Laila. It's Sister Laila. Or it's me, Sister Alima. You don't just say it's me and leave it at that. And also, if the Prophet wanted to be alone, he would appoint someone to guard the door so nobody could enter without his permission. So again, that tells you right there, there's nothing wrong with locking your door. If you want to be at home or be in your bedroom in privacy, there's nothing wrong with locking your door. And finally, guys, the Prophet ﷺ taught us that we should teach our children the rules of knocking before entering once they reach the age of understanding. And the age of understanding is 6 years old. When your children are turned 6 years old, you should teach them to knock before they enter. You should teach them to not let people see them naked and stuff like that. Okay? So thus, guys, these hadiths here show the ease. And again, following the Prophet's example when it comes to seeking permission to enter a person's house, and also in greeting the non-Muslims. Remember, guys, you never initiate the greeting to the Kafirs first. Wait for them to greet you. And however they greet you, you respond by saying and the same to you. And remember, guys, whenever you go to visit another Muslim, you don't barge in their house. You knock on the door 3 times or ring their bell 3 times. If they don't answer, even if you see their car outside, then you leave. And even if you're living with other people, you should never barge into another person's bedroom or office without first asking permission if you can enter.